Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brady now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Brady. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now Brady again. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Samson Abuka able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He did it again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Down to about the 22 here. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Golston in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, You'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the lead extended. I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Well, if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you expressed yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up. Get a little life in your sideline. Get everyone believing again. And they got it there in a big way.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to Next Gen Stats. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard. Brady, the quick slant caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lance to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the shotgun now, here's an in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw is Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here's a give to Fournette. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that's complete to Croft. And a loose football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Lance back to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The throw over the middle taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Lance looking to throw. This will be caught at Samuel. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lance. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 20-17. A little over 20 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw, Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Brady to throw. Able to find Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.